Look at that.
It's on the. He's tapping.
He tapped already?
Oh my
That was
God.
weird. That was weird.
God.
That was weird.
A shocking incident unfolded at UFC 308, leaving fans in disbelief as a brutal injury stole the spotlight. Robert Whittaker, known for his resilience, suffered a devastating jaw injury, ending his fight against Khamzat Chimaev in the first round. What really happened in the cage, and what's next for Whittaker? Let's dive in. Robert Whittaker's battle with Chimaev had been highly anticipated, especially as it was seen as Whittaker's chance to make a major comeback and re-establish himself as a top contender in the middleweight division. Known for his hard endurance and technical skill, Whittaker entered the octagon with confidence. But in a sudden turn, the fight ended in round 1 as Whittaker tapped to Chimaev's face crank submission. It was an unexpected outcome that left fans and analysts alike stunned. Whittaker's sudden tap was a surprise to many who know him as a fighter who never gives up easily. But the extent of his injury soon became clear, as a photo surfaced showing Whittaker's bottom central teeth pushed backward and blood pouring into his mouth. It was revealed that Whittaker had suffered a severe jaw injury, a shocking development for both fans and the middleweight division. Now the big question is, what does this injury mean for Whittaker's future in the UFC? Let's get into the specifics of what really happened to Whittaker's jaw. During the fight, Chimaev executed a powerful takedown early on, and after securing his position, he quickly locked in a face crank that forced Whittaker's jaw into an unnatural position. This submission technique is known to put immense pressure on the jaw, neck, and head. As Chimaev increased the pressure, Whittaker's jaw couldn't handle the strain, and something instantly gave away. In his post-fight comments, Chimaev revealed the intensity of the submission, noting that he distinctly heard Whittaker's jaw click as he applied the face crank, a grim signal of just how serious the damage was. This sound indicated a type of injury that medical professionals classify as an unstable mandible fracture. Unlike a typical crack or clean break, an unstable mandible fracture is severe, often involving multiple fracture lines within the jawbone. This type of injury causes segments of the jaw to move independently, sometimes referred to as floating, and requires surgical intervention to restore stability and prevent long-term damage. In cases as complex as Whittaker's, surgeons typically make an incision along the jawline and peel back the lip to access the damaged bone. They then use plates, screws, and sometimes even additional bone grafts to realign and secure the fragments. The procedure is precise and delicate, as the jaw must be immobile for an extended period to allow proper healing. Even after successful surgery, Whittaker will face a lengthy recovery, including months of a restricted diet, limited movement, and physical therapy to gradually restore mobility and strength. This type of injury has far-reaching consequences, impacting not just his ability to speak or eat, but also potentially delaying his return to training and fighting. As word of Whittaker's quick tap spread, some fans voiced surprise, questioning why he chose to surrender so soon given his reputation for grit and endurance. Whittaker is known for his incredible resilience and pain tolerance in the octagon. Rarely does he back down without a prolonged fight. However, the reality of an unstable jaw fracture is severe, and the immense pain combined with the risk of further injury left him with no real choice. Continuing to fight with such a break would have increased the chances of complications like dislocation or worsening fractures, potentially leading to permanent consequences or extending his recovery time drastically. For Whittaker, tapping at that moment wasn't about giving up, it was the only responsible choice to protect his future in the sport. Despite the disappointment, Whittaker responded with humility and positivity. Shortly after the fight, he took to social media, expressing gratitude for the overwhelming support and congratulations to Chimaev. Whittaker acknowledged that Chimaev was the better man that night, accepting the outcome with a kind of grace and sportsmanship he's known for. What's more, he didn't focus on the injury itself but kept his tone light, even joking that his broken jaw was a good excuse to finally fix his teeth properly. His humor, though brief, offered fans a glimpse of the upbeat attitude he maintains despite setbacks. Whittaker also made it clear that this injury would not deter him. He assured his fans that he plans to come back even stronger, seeing the incident as yet another challenge to overcome. His statement revealed not only his physical readiness before the fight, but also his determination to return, conveying both optimism and confidence. For fans, Whittaker's resilience in the face of adversity is inspiring, and his commitment to recovery brings hope that he'll be back in the octagon soon, perhaps even stronger and more focused than ever. Recovering from a broken jaw, especially an unstable fracture like Whittaker's, is a long and careful process. The first step for Whittaker will likely involve surgery to stabilize the jaw with plates and screws. Once the bones are aligned and stabilized, his jaw will need time to heal without movement. This means he may need to have his jaw wired shut for weeks or even months, which significantly impacts his daily life, including his diet. With his jaw wired, Whittaker will be limited to a liquid diet, posing a huge challenge for an elite athlete used to high-calorie, high-protein meals to sustain muscle and strength. Maintaining his weight and muscle mass while on a restricted diet will be difficult, and he may need to rely on protein shakes and meal replacement drinks for essential nutrients. After the initial healing period, Whittaker will start physical therapy to gradually regain jaw mobility and strength. This part of the recovery process is crucial for a fighter, as jaw flexibility and stability are essential for taking punches. The entire recovery process could take several months, meaning Whittaker will be out of the octagon for the foreseeable future. Can he use this time to come back stronger, or will the injury have a lasting impact on his fighting style? Khamzat Chimaev's impressive win has likely secured him a shot at the middleweight title, where he could face the reigning champ Dricus du Plessis. However, with contenders like Sean Strickland also in the mix, the division could see some major shakeups. For Whittaker, this extended time away could mean facing an entirely new landscape in the middleweight division when he returns. During his recovery, other fighters will be seizing every opportunity to climb the ranks and solidify their spots. The competition will be intense, with top contenders like Paulo Costa, Jared Cannonier, and Marvin Vettori all aiming to move up and challenge for title contention. As these fighters push forward, Whittaker's absence might create room for fresh faces to emerge and new rivalries to take shape. When Whittaker does return, he could find himself needing to re-establish his place among a more evolved lineup of contenders, each bringing a unique skill set and hunger to prove themselves against a former champion. Will the division look completely different by the time he's ready to fight again? It's possible, and this evolving middleweight landscape could pose a whole new set of challenges for Whittaker's eventual comeback. Whittaker's injuries raises questions about his future in the UFC and the legacy he hopes to leave. Known as one of the toughest and most respected fighters in the sport, Whittaker has built a career based on skill, determination, and humility. This broken jaw is a significant setback, but it's far from the end of his journey. As he spends time with his family and focuses on recovery, fans are left with a burning question: what's next for Robert Whittaker? Can he return to the UFC with the same unstoppable power and skill? Or will the jaw injury bring changes to his fighting style? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Robert Whittaker's story is far from over, and his next chapter promises to be as captivating as ever. For fans, his message of resilience and gratitude reminds us all why he's one of the most beloved figures in MMA. Whether or not he reclaims his spot at the top of the middleweight division, Whittaker's fighting spirit continues to inspire. Will we see a triumphant return from the Reaper? If you're rooting for Whittaker's comeback, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on his recovery and more action from the MMA world.